How I overcame and got through panic attacks. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well. You're probably saying, Diana Brienne, I can't imagine you ever having a panic attack. Well, normally I don't. And I never really did in my life until my husband got diagnosed with cancer. And that was about 3 years ago. And honestly and truly, I had panic attacks. I would wake up in the middle of the night just absolutely horrified at the thought of losing him. And it kind of carried with me through the day. So it was kind of a lingering panic attack. But in the middle of the night, it was worse. It was terrible. And it was very difficult to go back to sleep because even if I went back to sleep, often I would dream about it. And then I would wake up again in more panic. And what I did during that time to get through it was that I did my very best to quiet my soul so that I could hear God speak to me. Not audibly, of course, but just within my soul of what direction to take, what treatments my husband should take, and what we were meant to do and how we could get through it. He was diagnosed with end-stage cancer, the last stage cancer. Now, as y'all know that story, he's 100% cancer-free. And matter of fact, at this very moment, he's out playing golf. And yet, during that time, I went through panic attacks. So what I did to get through them for myself, and I'm not recommending anything to anyone else, I'm just saying what I did, is I would get up and I would stay busy. And when my hands were moving and my feet were moving, it seemed like the panic would go away, or at least it would be subdued. And that was during the time I painted the entire inside of my house, upstairs and downstairs. It took me about 2 months to do. And if some of you want to go back and look at those videos, you can. And I also refinished or redid my hardwood floors myself. Now, I'm not an expert at painting and I'm not an expert at hardwood floors, but I knew that I wanted to do something positive. No matter what was going to happen, I needed to get out of that panic. And my way was staying busy, productively busy. And so I began to do small renovations on my house, such as painting and doing the floors. And it kept me busy, and it kept my mind occupied. And it made me exhausted, so when I did go to bed, I would finally fall asleep a lot easier. And so when you're going through a panic attack, it's a scary thing. And everyone has to handle it differently. Some people get professional help. I didn't need that. I just knew that I was going through a very, very difficult time. And that panic was the result of what we were going through, a time of great uncertainty. And generally speaking, I think most panic attacks are when we are feeling uncertain. I felt like my whole world was being shook apart and shook out. Yes, his cancer forever changed us. It enlightened us in a way that perhaps we would not have been enlightened. And during that time, if you all remember, I got physically sick as well. And I did videos on that. And I came through that. But during that time, it made it doubly scary. And it, accelerated those panic attacks that I had. And so now I understood what a panic attack was. Because I don't think I actually had a real panic attack in my life until then. I had times that I got scared and I would wake up in the middle of the night. But those were pretty severe. And yet I made it through. And my heart goes out to anyone that goes through a panic attack. But they don't last forever. Okay, they don't last forever. So if you can remember that if you're going through one, that they don't last forever. They eventually go away. Okay? From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.